Everything sports related. Breaking news, fantasy advice, score updates, weekly thoughts, and more. This is the Sports Juice Network.
What's going on, Sports Juice Network? It's your boy. I'm back with some more exclusive content for you guys, all right? Listen, Cowboy fans, you got to be happy right now. You finally have a head coach who's worth having, okay? Mike McCarthy, baby, is signed, sealed, and delivered. Mike McCarthy is the new head coach. He's excited to get to work down there. I'm told he's already looking for houses in the Frisco, Prosper, McKinney area, because that's kind of where the Cowboys, training facility sits in Frisco. He's real excited. I hope you guys are excited because Mike McCarthy is actually a really good coach. So, for you Cowboy fans who don't know too much about Mike McCarthy, I'm gonna give you a little background on Mike McCarthy. All right, just a little bit background. He was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, November 10th, 1963. So that puts him at 56 years of age. It's a good age for a coach, because now they're going with the young trend of 30-year-old head coaches, which I kind of like, because it's bringing fresh, new, innovative ideas to the game. But apparently, Mike McCarthy, he's been away from football for a year, and apparently he was locked up in a shack just analyzing all the data that goes behind football and how he can change the ways. And growing up in college, he played tight end at Scottsdale Community College, and then he went on to play tight end at Baker University out there in Baldwin City, Kansas. And then starting his coaching career, he became a graduate assistant at Fort Hays University, or Fort Hays State University, I believe. And that was in 1987. So as you can see, his coaching career started off a long time ago. We're in 2020. Your boy been coaching for a while. He was like, yeah, get money. Yeah, get money. I've been watching Kevin Hart too much. As we fast forward into the NFL, he's worked for the Kansas City Chiefs, he's worked for the Green Bay Packers, the New Orleans Saints, the San Francisco 49ers, and then the Green Bay Packers again, and now he is your head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. His first start, he was actually a quality control coach for the Kansas City Chiefs back in 1993. From there, he worked in that role for about 2 years maybe, and then he went on to be the quarterbacks coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. So he had a good promotion from quality control to a quarterback coach. Pretty good, because he oversaw the work of Rich Gannon and Steve Bono. That's two pretty good quarterbacks. Fast forward, 1999, he became the Green Bay Packers quarterback coach. And under the Green Bay Packers, I believe, that's when they had Brett Favre. And that's when Brett Favre threw for, 4,000 yards. So Mike McCarthy could take a huge role in that happening. On from there, he went to the New Orleans Saints and he became our offensive coordinator for 4 years. It was pretty good 4 years. I mean, he literally came in and changed the offense around, and from there they was like, when he was in New Orleans, they finished in the top 10, I believe, 3 out of the 4 years he was there. And then on from New Orleans, he became the offensive coordinator for the 49ers for 1 year. I'm not sure why he left the Saints. I can't remember exactly what happened, but he became the offensive coordinator for the 49ers. And then from there, guess what? Your boy got hired as the head coach of the Green Bay Packers in 2006, and he's been in that role since 2018. And that's when he got fired. That's when they let him go. That's when him and Aaron Rodgers, started not seeing eye to eye. Long story short, here's the thing about Mike McCarthy. When it comes to offense, the man knows what he's doing. He does. I mean, granted, he's had future Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Can't necessarily say that about Dak Prescott right now. As a fact, we don't even know if the Cowboys are going to re-sign Dak Prescott with Tom Brady being on the market. Just saying, Cowboys, you never know. You can go get Tom Brady. He might come. It's America's team, right? But, so he's worked with future Hall of Fame quarterbacks before. I'm not sure if Dak Prescott fits in that role, but I do believe he can change this team around, okay? I believe Kellen Moore is going to remain the offensive coordinator at the Dallas Cowboys, but from what I'm hearing, he's not going to have a say-so because Mike McCarthy calls his own plays. Mike McCarthy has his own offense. I think this will be a good learning tool for Kellen Moore, because if I was him, you're learning from Mike McCarthy. I mean, the guy worked with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. I mean, you can't get any better than that, right? Mike McCarthy actually won his first Super Bowl. How funny is this? At the Cowboys, AT&T Stadium. Mike McCarthy is no ordinary coach. All right, listen. I'm not saying he's about to come in and the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl next year. I'm saying is he was a step in the right direction, because Jason Garrett, Jason was just too nice to me. In my opinion, he was too nice and he was a yes man. Mike McCarthy, Now, granted, was he a yes man in the interview? I'm pretty sure he was. I mean, it's the Dallas Cowboys, it's Jerry Jones. Everybody knows how you got to be with the Joneses, all right? The Joneses like full control of their team. So I think Mike McCarthy went in there and blah, 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 had this interview, blah, blah, blah. But I think when it comes down to the football stuff, Jerry ain't going to have much of a say-so in that team like he thought he was, because Mike McCarthy, to me, looks like he's not going to play that. He's just like he's going to come in, he's like, look, this is my team, let me do what I need to do. Let me do what I need to do, okay? So apparently, the Cowboys are already starting to make changes to their coaching staff because they just brought in Mike Nolan as the defensive coordinator. Here's where things get skeptical. Mike Nolan was the San Francisco 49ers head coach at the time. Mike McCarthy was hired as the offensive coordinator. So everyone think, oh, he's hiring Mike Nolan. Maybe it's just a, thank you for hiring me back in the day type thing and not actually a good coach hired. That's where you're wrong. Mike Nolan is amazing. And he's been with the Saints for the past 2 years or 3 years maybe. He's been a head coach before. He's been a defensive coordinator before. So I think bringing him in was a step in the right direction. Rod Marinelli just got to go, I guess. He got to go. But anyway, what am I saying? Okay, so the thing I'm saying is, Mike McCarthy, announced January 7th as the head coach. In the press conference, he spoke a lot about analytics. And he talked about what he was doing outside of football. And apparently he claimed he's watched every Dallas Cowboy football game last year or this year, something like that. I can't remember exactly what he said. The thing for me is, the reason Mike got fired in the first place was because his offense was becoming too predictable. He was very stubborn at changing things up, and that's what ultimately led to him getting fired. Now, apparently, since he was fired, like I said, he's been down in like a barn or a shack. He has a documentary that's kind of really good. And he had a whole team, and there's computers everywhere, and he's just studying analytics and what goes behind fourth quarter calls and fourth down calls. And what is this? Oh, breaking news. The Browns to hire former Vikings offensive coordinator Kevin as franchise 18th head coach. Did not see that coming. All right, so guess what? You just got some breaking news, but it probably won't be breaking by the time I put this video out, but there you go. But anyway, long story short, Mike McCarthy's been a coach for a long time. He's going to bring a level of expertise that Jason Garrett didn't have. Like I said, Jason Garrett was a yes man. Jason Garrett didn't call his own plays. Jason Garrett couldn't manage a game to save his life. I think Mike can do that. I think Mike was a great hire, and I think Mike might turn the Cowboys around to where I got to hear all these Cowboy fans talk and talk and talk and talk. Like I said, short video, just a little bit of background about Mike McCarthy, who he is, where he's from, what he's done in his career. He's always been on the offensive side. He's always been a quarterback's coach. He's always been an offensive coordinator. Now he is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Something probably no one really saw happening, but it's here. It's done. It's a done deal. I'm not sure how the Joneses are going to give him, or how much control they're going to give him of the team. I think it was a great hire. So this has been another episode of the Sports Juice Network, a very, just talkative episode of the Sports Juice Network. But I appreciate all the support. Thank you, all my Juice Tribe fans. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Continue to follow your boy on the Instagram. I am posting breaking news every single day as I have time to. Other than that, I will catch you guys next episode. Thank you for watching. Yo!